Hi, this is Jess from Backyard Growers. It's April 21st in the garden and about time to be putting our cold-tolerant seedlings into the ground. We're in Gloucester, Massachusetts, growing zone 6B, and it's about mid to late April when we want to be putting these seedlings into our garden. These include kale, cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower, other brassicas that can tolerate still coming frosts. So we have some curly-leafed kale right here that we're going to be planted. We're using the square foot gardening method, which you can see marked out. So each plant has a certain number of plants per square that will help determine our garden layout and planning for the season. Kale will take up 1 square foot. It looks small now, but it's going to grow to be pretty big, so you have to be careful not to plant it where it's going to shade out any other plants. I have some peas planted here that will grow higher, so it should not be a problem. And we want only 1 kale plant. You can see here that we have 2. So we're just going to very gently separate these 2 plants out from one another. And you can kind of tease at it. You don't want to break too many roots. I wet the soil before this, so it's nice and damp and a little bit easier to separate. So you have the plant in your hands now. Just go in. This soil was topped off with a healthy dose of compost, so there's a lot of compost here. Right in the center of the block. Put my kale plant in and surround it with soil just above the previous soil line and below the first leaves. Gently tap it in so that it's firm but not too compact. And there we go. We're going to water it right away. And it's good to go. Mid to late April is also a good time to be planting, direct seeding some plants. Things where you're going to eat the root of the plant, such as carrots, beets, and radishes, are good to be planted right now. Also things where you're going to be eating the leafy green of the plant, such as lettuce, arugula, and spinach, can also be direct seeded around this time, to mid to late April. So, using the square foot gardening method, we're going to be planting some of these Yellowstone carrots. And they like to be 16 in a square. So the way we're going to do that is we're going to draw 4 lines, very shallow, maybe about 1/2 inch deep, down the square. The carrot seeds are very small. Some in your hand. And we're going to sprinkle maybe 10-ish seeds down, and we're eventually going to shoot for 4 carrots per row. So you want to spread out your seeds. I put maybe 2 or 3 seeds around here, 2 or 3 seeds here, 2 or 3 seeds here, 2 or 3 seeds here. Just so eventually when you thin out the carrots, you'll have 4 carrots per line. Continue to do that. For my other 4 rows. 3 rows. Okay. Put my carrot seeds back that I didn't use. And now, I'm going to cover them up by just pushing some of that soil back over. And you don't want it to be very deep. So you already dug a little trench here. You can just push that soil back over the seeds in their little rows. And you can pat so the soil is steady. And you want to water that immediately. Carrots take a little while to come up, so don't be afraid if you don't see them for a week or two. They'll start to come up in their line, and then you want to thin them back so that there's 16 in the square. There you have it.